Like just for that.
We didn't.
overnight, he.
No, I didn't. Pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is there anyone here that wants to address this board?
Yes,
Okay.
you know my name, Charlene Wright. The lovely Mrs. Cooper's on the phone. She'd like to address the board on speaker Ed. Mom, go ahead.
Hey, how are you?
Good evening, everyone. Hey, Ed. I
Hey,
just wanted, I wanted to come over, but Miss Cooper was feeling a little weak. I wanted everybody to know at the same time, Miss Cooper is now cancer-free for the second time.
that's phenomenal.
Yeah, cancer-free, Ed, and I'm 79 years old. And I'm gonna have some work for you to do before you leave out of here, okay?
Okay, that sounds good to me.
Okay, well, everybody, just know that your prayers and the few people who did know supported me. My police commission board bought me flowers. My chief came over to see about me because I didn't answer my.
He's in the audience right now. I think he can hear you.
Yeah, can you hear me, Ed?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you know.
And
what?
we're so glad you're healthy. You're gonna be with us another 79 years.
Yeah, this town has been my home for a long time. And I was telling Sean, we're gonna disagree, but we're not gonna be disagreeable, okay?
All right.
Love it. Thank you very
God
much.
bless.
I like that. I wish other people were like that.
President Clinton and President Trump were both born in 1946.
Well, the former sounds real good. I don't know what to say about the latter.
Some things, Miss Cooper got a new lease on life, and Lord, I only had 4 treatments, guys. I was supposed to have 6, and then they said you don't need any more. You're cancer free, and I've just been overwhelmed, and I'm so happy. And everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Okay, so that came from her. And then myself, I have a couple of concerns I wanted to address outside of this. I wanted to officially thank Rocco. Rocco has been our rock in town of DeWitt. Anytime I have reached out to him for any type of services, everything has been done in the expeditious manner on that corner of Randall and Janesville. So Rocco, thank you. We really appreciate everything you do. I just wanted to make that public announcement.
Thank you. Thank you.
Secondly, I wanted to ask about what's going on with the trash cans, because when I called over to the Girl Christian, I wasn't sure, are we getting new trash containers? Or what's the 411 on the trash container?
Your timing is impeccable
Okay,
because we will be sending out a letter to all the residents of the town of DeWitt with a sticker that kind of looks like the front of that dais right there.
okay,
And the home, let's back up. Onondaga County is no longer providing blue bins.
okay,
And so the blue bins are gone, but as far as any containers that you use for your trash
okay,
and your recyclables can be purchased by the homeowner and can be any type of container they want, as long as it's covered.
okay,
One of the issues with the blue bins was they're exposed to air and water and snow, and it's an expense on haulers to be hauling extra weight.
okay,
When they have to haul wet recyclables or wet and snow laden material, it costs them more gasoline, more energy, more time, and that translates into greater costs. And so what we're doing is we're sending everybody a sticker so they can mark their recyclable container. That way the hauler will know that the one container is their trash and the other container is their recyclable. And again, all it has to be is covered. And we're going to send you a letter with a sticker that explains all that.
so then a better question I'm asking you, are the homeowners responsible to purchase those bins, or are the
Yes.
bins gonna come from the town?
No, you're gonna have to, you can buy your own bin.
Okay,
One of the things we're not doing is we're not going to the arm lifted program.
we're not, that's what I mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not.
Yeah, it would cost millions of dollars to either the residents or collectively or the town. And that would destroy our system. Right now, you can have off curb service.
Okay,
You can have it at three different levels. You can have it at the 35-gallon level, the 95-gallon, or unlimited.
that's what I'm just.
So whatever level you sign up for, it's a tremendous service in areas, because our 35-gallon service level, for example, off curb in an area, let's say your mom didn't want to come out in the winter.
Right,
And she just puts the bag on the side door. The hauler will come pick it up along with the recycling, take it to the container, and for the lower volume, if you had the 35-gallon, it's about the same cost
okay.
as the at curb service for 95 gallons.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so,
Oh,
so again, take a look at your service level, whatever you're signed up for, make sure that matches your needs. And then you will have to purchase a covered
the
recycling.
cover recyclable, you'll be rolling out that letter in a couple.
Continue to use the blue bins, but eventually they're gonna have to go away.
Okay, and then the third question I wanted to ask you is about, I noticed at Walmart that our DeWitt Police is maintaining the security there, and I wanted to ask some questions regarding the level of services. Is that a contract, or is it first come, first basis? And what is their duties to the town DeWitt residents versus Walmart and BJ's security?
Patrol officers are not at Walmart during their regularly scheduled hours. If they're working security for Walmart, it's off duty at a time that they're not on call with to do it.
So for the question, is their number one priority answering service calls in the town DeWitt and Janesville for their residents first supersede Walmart? That's the better question I'm asking.
Yes. Yeah, the answer is,
You're not
if we have
ideally-
a call at Walmart, let's say there's an event or some kind of accident happening there, we'll respond like we would if we were in any other location in the town. So we have different patrols, right? We have a Janesville patrol, Central DeWitt, a North Town, a Village. If whatever response is needed at Walmart, we will make that available. So if it's just a report that needs to be filed, an officer will show up, fill out the report, leave. If there's a complication like a fight or something, our officers will respond accordingly, and as many officers, along with sheriffs or whoever else is required to take care of that.
But there'll be no time lapse in service of officers answering calls to the DeWitt residents versus
No.
Walmart and
No.
BJ's first. That's what I'm asking.
No, there should not be. There would never be a sacrifice of service in any of our areas.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
And if you're not happy with me, you could sit next to me.
Yeah.
Okay, any other individuals that want to express a concern, a question, or a comment addressed to this board that is not on tonight's agenda? Okay, with that, I'll ask the clerk to take the roll.
Supervisor Michaelenko,
Here.
Counselor Mannion,
Here.
Fiorenza,
Here.
Alex,
Here.
Lee Hood. Here. And Rob Michelle.
Here.
Okay, let's get right to it. Approval of the 26th final budget. And I want to thank Carrie and Budget Committee, excellent budget. It's 3% lower on the taxable side, 2% overall lower budget. Thank you. And we did see some changes, right? You want to report the changes?
There is revenue and tax levy, nothing changed, but the budget committee had a few changes. One being, we increased the highway paving line from 950,000 to 1.3 million. This is just leftover money from 2025 that they didn't get to, that we're rolling over to 2026. So that'll come out of the fund balance. We added 5,000 to our software line for potential online newsletter. And we increased the association dues $2,500 due to increased costs and travel and food. And then, we added a secretary to the supervisor. So those were the only changes we had.
Okay. Any questions, comments from the board? Any questions, comment from the audience? All right, with that, I'll entertain a motion to accept the final budget from Gary and a second from, who else was on the budget committee? Max or Sarah? We'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion's carried.
Sarah.
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah, I meet with you every month. I budget.
I can't see, I can't. see. You got, I'm blocked on all sides. Got to be taller.
Okay, authorize implementation of the deer management program. Alana's not here, but again, I don't think this is anything that anyone is an issue with. We've been in the deer management program for a number of years now, and I remember when ESF first came to us and presented numbers regarding deer populations. I'll just say, at the time, an average forested area in the northeastern part of the country would contain about 14 to 25 deer per square mile. The estimates in the town of DeWitt at the time were over about 114 deer per square mile inside the town of DeWitt. So we've gone through the culling program, but at the time they started that program, we were forewarned it would take at least 8 years to see some type of reduction in deer population. And it's pretty much just due to the way deer reproduce. And their only two enemies are hunting and roadkill. And so between those two removal mechanisms, there's not a lot of random or natural kill in the deer population. And so here we are faced with about our 8th year of the deer management program. The good news is that some of the other municipalities that were not in a deer management program have now subsequently entered. So the city of Syracuse has finally started a program a few years ago, and the town of Manlius has entered in. So hopefully in the near future, you'll start to see a little bit of a reduction in deer population, which then lead to less the deer tick, etc. Okay, anyways, I'll entertain a motion to authorize the implementation of the 26 deer management program. A motion from Max and a second from Joe. I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion's carried. Okay, we need an authorization to post for a clerk one in the water department.
Yeah, we have an opening in the water department. Just looking tonight to get authorization to post internally before we start interviewing candidates. Anybody, any question?
Any questions? All right, with that, I'll entertain a motion to authorize the posting. The motion from Sarah, a second from Joe. I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion's carried. Authorization of post for a highway MEO. MEO, for those of the students in the office, is a mechanical equipment operator, which our snowplow drivers and highway workers are in, that's their job title.
So we had hired a fella probably last month who put his 2-week notice in to his employer and offered him substantial amount more money to stay. So he's turned down our job. So we're just looking to post again and we can go out and canvas for another candidate.
Okay, any conversation?
How are you looking for the winter season?
We're still down 3. So I
Three?
have 3 potential candidates, just matter of interviewing them, background checks, and maybe hopefully have a couple candidates for our next meeting.
So I'm on the streets today, they look good.
I think I copied you, but Jubilee Homes is conducting heavy equipment training programs and stuff too. So
Send that email.
yes, you sent it to me and I sent it out to a number of people this afternoon. Thank you. Okay, I'll entertain a motion from Joe, a second from Sarah. We'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstained? Motion's carried.
Thank you.
Association of Towns Training and new supervisor training request.
This is a combination of things. First, for the newly elected officials, that are going to be joining the board next year. Ian Gupta and Patricia Stevenson, as well as myself moving into the supervisor, position. Was looking to authorize us to attend, the training, that is given by the New York Association of Towns. This year there are 2 sessions, both in person, one in Albany and one in Corning. So this would be to authorize us to go to whichever one was convenient for our schedules. But I just found out today, that this was never offered to Counselor Alex, 2 years ago. And, so, I mean, that we need to fix that. And, I would like to authorize, Counselor Alex to be able to go as well.
Yeah, this is in February, right?
It's actually January this year. It's like the one is the second week of January, or the third week of January and the fourth week of January.
Albany, Bourbon.
Yeah, so the Association of Towns Conference in New York City is still in February,
Okay,
but this is just for a separate training for newly elected officials.
okay. Good, because I was wondering if normally this was done during the organizational meeting.
Yes, yeah, but this is,
You
And
can
I-
in front of it, that's fine.
yeah. Well, I looked back when the issue with Council Alex came up, and we did this at a November meeting 4 years ago that authorized Sarah and I to do it, but it was online back then. It was not in person 4 years ago. So, we need to fix the issue from 2 years ago. So, and then we'll make sure that going forward, Angela's already setting up kind of a format of things for new counselors as they come on to make sure that they get everything they need.
Okay, sounds good. I'll entertain a motion.
Would you bring file budget too?
So
Sorry.
I'm not 100% sure. We'll have to do an under the, it's $250 for the conference, but it is a 3-day conference, or a 3-day training. So there'll be 2 nights for each of us at a hotel room as well at the conference hotel. So,
Plus parking, plus food, plus all of these and else. Okay.
yeah, so I would say up to maybe the $3,500 for the 4 of us to do it.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion from Joe and a second from Carrie. I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, motion's carried. Okay, you all have the Carrier Park Canopy Net costs in your packet. I had a little bit of sticker shock on this one. Don't know what to tell you. I know it's probably necessary because we're looking at the ball fields right up against the fence and neighbors' yards and everything, but I didn't want to spend $250,000 without the board making sure you guys saw this.
Have we spoken with the Friends about?
Yes, the Friends have been actively pursuing increased costs. I don't know if you've seen their latest exchange of information, but they were highly complimentary of the $1 million the county just gave us. Right, I mean, the Friends actively engaged in the solicitation.
So I don't know if Gabe is the.
Pardon me?
I said, I don't know if Gabe is the right word. They sent us $1 million that we.
Well, yes, but the Friends organization was involved in the communication and the attainment of that $1 million. And they're still.
They were helpful in finalizing it.
Pardon me?
So they were very helpful in finalizing.
Okay, so. Any further discussion? I mean,
Yeah, was that $1 million part of the hotel? That's separate in the park.
Separate.
it was out of the county budget.
County put it in the budget 24 or 25.
I think it was 24. It wasn't this year's.
I've been 20, it might have been 23 or 24. Actually, the Friends organization with many of the local politicians and with residents went and spoke to the county ledge before for the 24 budget, because I think it was stuck in the budget for a couple of years ago. And at that, at the time, we were asking for more than that, but they did put in the budget $1 million for Carrier Park at that point.
Well, let's be honest, we made an agreement, it's a handshake agreement to agree to an increase of 2% in the county's hotel tax from 5% to 7%. In exchange for what we thought at the time was gonna be a $5.5 million bond on Carrier Park and $13 million worth of infrastructure improvements around our hotel district that would come from the county's hotel tax. And county lost memory of that arrangement. We had an MOU that we had put together, we sent them, and after they received the increase in the 2% to 7%, they basically walked away from that handshake agreement. And then it went from 5 million at the field to 2 million. And then it subsequently settled at 1 million. So anyways, that's.
One more.
Yeah,
The
no,
pledges, like they came from John, did the
Valley.
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 Thank you, I apologize.
It's on the old Bailey Field House. That's how you can always remember.
Yes, right.
That's how you can always remember.
Mhm. Have any of those pledges actualized and
Yeah.
I want to say the
Well,
friend.
Robert Morris has been our biggest donor. He's mentioned $1 million.
Right.
I think he's made 3 payments of $250. Have you made his 4th payment yet? Robert Morris,
To us or to friends?
the friends, us, whatever. We know he's made at least 3 payments. Lally has paid for several $100,000 of other items. There's another donor out there as well that has contributed to some of these, but this actually would be a valid item to bring to the friends and say, hey, whether we pay or they pay, but let's go out and find a donor that says, I'm gonna pay the $258,000 for the netting.
Gonna say we have an upcoming friends meeting of
I
which
think we do.
you're invited, right?
I'm confident that where we are now, that I think the friends start to pick up pace a little bit. Because you can see and feel the park now, it's just about done.
Right.
And it's really impressive.
Big college campus.
And a lot of folks over the years didn't think it was gonna happen. Well, it happened. And it's an A+ beautiful facility. It really is.
It is.
The other town to which be proud to say it's in their town. And it's a great cause. I'll give Supervisor Michaelenko most of the credit for really putting his nose to the grindstone and keeping this together.
It's been a long project, that's for sure. And I do agree that now that people can look at the facility, the donations should increase, right?
They will. I think
It was an
they're
empty
already-
field with a slide presentation. People were not willing to come forward with large amounts of money because they didn't see it happening. But now that it's almost completed, there's still a pavilion, parking, other amenities, road and traffic control. So there's still tasks ahead of us, but by and large, people can see a facility and now look to make donations.
I'll give Controller Fusco a lot of credit too.
Absolutely.
The grants that you've collected and tracked down for the town, millions. A lot of her time, but you did it. Thank you.
Are we in a position, Ed, where we can, wait for this funding approval to see if the Friends think that they can come through versus us approving it tonight? Or is it something that's part of the build schedule that needs to be funded now?
I think Terry Summers or Doug would know the answer to that question. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I mean, I'm fine to wait another couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be done,
Yeah.
obviously.
I prefer to wait.
Give them a friends meeting.
That's fine with me. I do think it is prudent to go through those numbers and make sure that it's gonna go forward properly.
Mhm.
There's a number of things, like I say, that we have to attend to yet. Some of the other neighbors, the fence is not in place where we thought it was gonna be. Right, there's backyards that looking into the facility that should have had the cedar fence that don't. And so yeah, there's reasons for me to, and I'm just learning some of these things to go back to the contractors and to Terry Summers and Doug and see where some of this sits. So I'd be happy to do that. Okay, town board minutes. October 27th, I have a motion from Sarah. Second from Carrie. I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion's carried. Thank you. Okay, any updates? Town board updates?
Next, was elected supervisor last. You haven't heard.
Sorry, pardon me?
So next was elected town supervisor last Tuesday.
Yes. I did know that. Congratulations, and I will be working with Max to try to make sure that he gets a pile of my files. But actually, I have stickers upstairs started right now. I have Rocco's pile, Angela's pile, Doug's pile, Max's pile. You guys will all get some recycling.
Nice Christmas present.
Yeah. Right. No, but any questions that any of you have, the newly elected officials, and I don't intend to go away. I'll be a pain in the neck on certain issues that I would like to see, because I still have a lengthy list of things that I think you all should do.
I do have one update, Chief. We haven't had police commission yet this month, so I haven't brought it to you, but I'd like to just let you know that the police commission will likely be chipping in for a Thanksgiving holiday meal for the officers that are on the road. One of our previous commission members that had to step away this year for personal reasons usually funded that opportunity. So I'll be presenting it to the police commission, but if you would like to help out as well, that's going to be on the table.
Do we still have a turkey bowl?
Here's no.
Can't
Can't afford any injuries. Help me.
Let's talk, I think I can. Got somebody that may.
Yeah, I haven't heard about that in years. For those of you that don't know, a turkey ball was where the police and the firemen got together on Thanksgiving and played football.
Spencer.
Yeah. Okay, with that, we have a number of executive session items. So again, I thank you for all attending, but we're gonna have to enter a private conversation. We usually discuss issues that pertain to either personnel, contracting, and or potential litigation. we go into an executive session. And lately, those conversations have been longer than the public sessions.
Next week.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll make a motion.
Okay, I have a motion from Max to enter executive section and a second from Bernard. I'll call for the vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Staying? Motion's carried.
Do you wanna ask Patricia